And welcome to my tutorial on creating a Facebook app, and also we're going to add a page so we can feature our app on it. So let's jump right in and get started. The first thing you want to do, of course, is go to developers.facebook.com/apps. That is HTTPS. I believe it'll work either way, but just in case, go to that URL. And of course, we're going to be clicking on the Create New App button. Now, I'm already here, of course, and what we're going to do is create a new app. And the first thing they're going to want to know is your app name. So let's go ahead and what you can do is click over the question mark here, and it will give you an idea of what they're wanting. So what we'll do is, let's see. Oh, you can't have caps, or can you? Let's see here. They've changed so much. Let's just go ahead and try it and see if I can type here. We'll call that, let's see, app tutorial. How's that? Okay, and the namespace. So what we'll do is this is going to be like a URL, if you'll notice there. So what we'll do is we'll go same thing here. Let's just go ahead and type in Jet Digital's here. Took me a minute there to get one that's available. You'll have the same problem. It'll say failed if you can't do it. You notice I did put a space there. I believe you can put an underscore too. So, and you've only got so many letters, of course, that you can use. So we're going to run with that, and we do not want any free hosting. You're welcome to try that anytime that you please. Okay, now their good old security check. Let's see if we can get it right first time. I have a hard time with these, and you can actually, I think that's correct. You can actually do a try a different word if it fails. Okay, so there we go. That's pretty simple and straightforward. All right, and what you want to do is go ahead and you can, your icons, go ahead and change those. You're more than welcome to go over to my other free website here, this one right here, and you can make your own little icons and such as to put in here. Go ahead and make you some, put them in there. You can always change them at any time later. All right, so we're going to add a couple here, and I'm not going to go through each thing here. I'm going to pause the video a few times. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You click on edit icon, and it's going to ask you to browse on your computer. Pretty straightforward. Okay, I added just some images at random here, and this is already filled in, and use a contact email. I use one that I generally do not check very often. That, you know what I'm saying. You do want a valid email, of course, but not something that you're wanting to get a bunch of spam at or something like that. Just use a good contact email, or use any email you want, as a matter of fact. Okay. Okay, now this is rather important. A lot of people don't do this, but the app domain, all right, I always find it very important. Some people will tell you it's not. I think it is. Okay, so what they're asking for here is, and it's going to go with this also, all right. So you'll enter in, it'll tell you here, you don't want any www, no HTTP, nothing like that. We're just going to use I'm going to use one of the domain names that I have a SSL certificate for. Of course, it's something you want to make sure that you do, all right? Make sure that you've got a domain name and your SSL certificate installed. It's not going to be included in this tutorial, but that's something that is required by Facebook. You can search for it on the net to find out all kind of information about it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fill this field out also. And we're going to use the same one here. We're going to use just like so. We've got to make sure these two match. Okay, now you're out on Facebook, and this will be, if you're using like my WordPress plugin that makes the new timeline pages, then of course you would create a timeline page like you normally would, and you would enter the URL in here and everything. Your Canvas URL and secure Canvas URL. Of course, that's the one with the HTTPS. And what I've got here is one already made up using my plugin that if you're watching this video, most likely you've already seen a link to it. What we'll do is we will enter in the Canvas URL. This is the direct URL to the page. And this is the same thing, except it has an S, okay, for the secure. That is a requirement. All right, and while we're in this section, we're going to add a page tab. And the page tab name, of course, is whatever you would like for it to say on the page, okay, because whatever you want to say, this is a tutorial about it, so we'll call it app tutorial. All right, we can change this at any time. Okay, the page tab URL is going to be the same. We're just repeating here. Okay, we're going to leave this blank. There's no reason to really have it on there. It's to edit with the admins to edit, not needed. And we're going to be using the wide 810 pics for the new timeline. Right, and then we're going to save the changes. All right, everything's changed. It takes several minutes, and sometimes it does. You notice if you go right to it, sometimes things look real screwy. I always find it best when you do make these changes, just take a little break, go do something else, and come back to it in 10 minutes or so. That way things, if it's not propagated, you won't be seeing screwy results and come up here banging your head on the screen wondering why it won't work. All right, something I didn't cover here, is the category. Make sure that you do choose the correct category for whatever you're doing, okay? Because that's very important. We're going to just call this utilities for now, okay? Okay. Now what we'll do is we will set us up a page and add this app to it. To do that, we'll start over here and go to Advanced. There's a few things we want to change here. I'm going to leave everything blank and set as is at the top here. You can read all about this later. If there's something you want to change, you can change it. So what we want to do here is in our Canvas settings, we want fluid and fluid, which means it will expand the width. Okay, there won't be any scroll bars or anything with our setup if you're using my plugin. All right, we want to leave that like it is, and it's pretty important that you use your policy, terms of service, and support information here. All right, the thing is, it's a rule by Facebook. Okay, so what we'll do is I will already enter in here. I've already got one set up, so we're going to use that one in this instance. Make your own and be sure to add them in here. Okay, let's go ahead and just save this. And while we're here, we can go down here to create Facebook page. Something before we do create the page, I wanted to point out to you. If you already have a page set up somewhere and you're just wanting to add this app to that page, you can actually use this URL right here and take your app ID, which is, of course, if you go back to apps here and choose the one you just created, the app ID will be at the top Pretty simple. And all you want to do is where I've got this text right here, you will paste in your app ID number. Make sure there's no extra spaces or anything else there. And what happens is a page will pop up and asking you to add it. I'm not going to go in deep into that, but if of course you're watching this video, so most likely you're already on my Facebook page. Search around it in the tutorials and you should find this link. Okay, that is only if you want to add this app that you're making to an existing page. So we're going to go ahead and create a new one. Okay, create a new community. Yes, yes. Confirm. Takes a moment. Okay, so it's already. Man, I tell you, see, that's between, I'm not going to blame it on Firefox. This will happen in Facebook. One time you won't get pop-ups like this. The next time you will. It's pretty crazy. I don't understand it, but it's the way it works, okay? So there's our page created. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, clicked on it, open it up. Now we're going to do our profile picture. Okay, I chose to upload from a computer and put a profile picture there. Do our next, and you can provide some information here. All right, I just typed in here and I saved you from my painful typing. Okay, so that's set up, and you can add a site here. You don't have to, but you can add a site if you like. You save your info, and you're taken to pretty much a blank page here with nothing on it. All right, you can like it if you want. You can do that at any time. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. Well, it's not gonna let me, so what the heck, we'll like it. And I'll notice, I'm kind of glad this happened. You'll notice nothing but a white screen. You gotta love them, okay? You gotta love Facebook. So if this happens to you, go ahead and just reload your page, and you should get back into work here. Oh Lord, that's the way it works, okay? So write something, all right? You can post on your wall. We will post, and of course you can change this whatever you would like. I'm just going to put welcome. All right, now here we go. The admin panel is showing it for the time being. We don't have very much on there at all, okay? What we'll do is we'll get back to adding the app here to it shortly, but I want to show you a little bit about getting the page ready here. Let's go ahead and make this a complete tutorial. So that what we want to do is go ahead and add a cover, and you can hop over to the website here, fbtimelinecovermaker.com, and make you a cover. I suggest that you use Firefox. It doesn't play well on websites, I should say, with Internet Explorer and such. So go ahead and make you a cover here. You can change stuff, change the color scheme, change your icon, you can change all this stuff, okay? Click here to save it. I've already got one made up, so let's go ahead and add it. Just going to pick it, and it says not meant for promotions, coupons, or advertisements. So we're going to upload. Okay, I went ahead and uploaded one, and you'll see it here. We're going to save the changes. It's already made to the right size. And there we go. Okay, so there's our icon. Remember, we can change our icons and all that information there. I'm not going to go into changing all of this information, okay? There's all kind of tutorials and such as, and I will do some more, but we're just getting the page started and app added, okay? You'll notice that it's not published. We'll do that here shortly too. And something I will note, go to app. If I'm not mistaken, this will not show on someone that's not, you know, the admin, all right? So the thing what we need to do is go ahead, and we want to add down here a link to our app that we created. And another good example is, I said I wasn't going to show you this, but hey, I told a story. Sorry about that. So what I did was I highlighted this, copy it, or do a Control V, whatever you like using. And we're going to open a new browser window. I pasted that in. You can't see it, but trust me, it is. Trust me, the check's in the mail. All right, we want to get our app ID. This is the app ID right here. And you got to be very careful not to get the extra spaces and such as in there. I usually start right over by the 3, drag over real careful. Do me a right click and copy. I'm going to go over here to my URL that I pasted in, and where it says your app ID here, I'm going to remove that and put in that with a Control V. I pasted it in, okay? So now we're going to hit enter, and this is what pops up, okay? If you don't see this information right here, you've entered in the wrong app ID. It should be the same thing we just created. So we want to add this application to this page. Remember, we just created the Jet Digital's app tutorial community. That's what we're going to add. And yes, we want to add it to it. And it is added. You'll see it right here. Okay, and you can change this information by going back to your, let's get back there real quick. I just want to show you. Okay, we're back on the app screen here in the basic setting. You'll notice right here, app tutorial. All right, so you can make this we'll type make FB app if it'll let me. They're picky about sometimes using their FB and Facebook. We'll see. Make FB app and add to page. We'll see if it'll take it. Go down here. We'll save changes. If they don't let you, they did. Okay. There will be an error message up here. Go back and look. Yes, it did. Let's go back to our page. Trying to make this video short as I can. I'm sorry if it's going on and on there. It seems like it, but hey, you'll be an expert here just shortly. Okay, you'll see that it says app tutorial. Let's go ahead and reload the page. And you'll see, and see it kind of cut it off there. So you'll have to change that however you would like. All right, sorry, we had to pause here. Answer the phone. All right, get back to where I was. I'm sorry, I lost my place there. What we'll do is definitely want to get rid of that, is let's take a look real quick. We added this, remember? Let's take a look. We can click it, and we'll actually be taken to the app that we created. That is the application that I typed in right here, the app on Facebook. This URL is what is showing up right here. Okay, this is using my WordPress plugin that creates unlimited Facebook timeline pages. And of course, you've probably already seen it. That's how you saw this video, but using the same thing here. That's an example. All right, so now there's all kinds of things you can do at the page, and as time advances on, I'll try to make a few more tutorials, but go ahead and set up the rest of it when it was founded and all of that. Make it look professional. One last thing, and I'm going to let you go. We're at the top of the page here, and I said one last thing. Let's go ahead and do two last things. We're going to publish the page. Okay, we published it, and it is live now. All right, and you can hide this. Take a look at it. That's how people will see it when they come to it. Okay, I had to go find out what happened here. My little dude here with the make FB app disappeared. Reload the page and it's back. I'm telling you, Facebook will make you bang your head on the table. And sometimes things just disappear. Reload the page and they're back. That's life as it is, okay? So where were we? So many interruptions. Oh, admin panel. Let's get back there. And let's go ahead, and I want to show you. We're nearing 20 minutes on the video. Let's wrap it up. We want to go at the top, go to manage, go to edit page, and here's a whole nother world here on editing your page and settings. Your settings, you can always just read through it. I'm not going to go through each one of them. Self-explanatory. Manage your permissions. Okay, now here is where you can let people post to it. They can add photos. If you don't want them to, you uncheck the stuff, read through there, go through it, and that's pretty much to it. I wanted to show you there. You can keep people from saying dirty words on your page. Again, profile picture, featured, just go through it and read everything. I wanted you to see that. View the page. We're back, and hide. Okay, so what we did is we added an app, and then we added the app to a page, a brand new page. Again, you can add it to any page that you want using the URL that I showed you earlier. You can add it to multiple pages, your app that you just created. So go ahead and if you haven't already, grab my plugin and you'll be creating pages just like this, okay? All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and have a great day.